Alright, so is everybody ready?
I am back and ready.
I guess
I'm ready.
Alright. Good evening, and welcome to the Stasis Pod, the Beast Wars podcast, for our second episode, in which, coincidentally enough, we'll be looking at Beast Wars Part 2, the second part of the two-part pilot.
Hey!
Much like the previous part, Bob Ford wrote this, but it was directed by Steve Ball.
Yeah, and we're still the same people. I'm David. That was Rob.
I'm Jen.
Alex.
Yeah, and there we go.
All right, previously on Beast Wars, Maximal Predacons crash on what is maybe Earth. Surprise. They fought, and now Turncoat Predacon Dinobot is challenging Optimus Primal for leadership of the Maximals.
But before that, we get an intro sequence with clips from the show where all but 2 clips are from the pilot.
Yeah.
Well,
I think they made the pilot a fair bit in advance of the later episodes.
Well, given that it aired months in advance of the later episodes, I think that's a fair guess.
Yeah, I'm more impressed they had anything else to put in but the pilot.
Yeah.
All right, so Optimus Primal kind of has to accept this challenge because there's only one way to the base.
Yeah.
Yep.
They don't really know the terrain that well. They don't know if there's another way around this crevasse.
So they fight, and it's a really good fight.
It is. Although, at the beginning, Dinobot says he's so enthusiastic about this whole taking over the Maximals thing that he's already changed his activation code. Which makes me wonder why activation codes are a thing in the first
I
place.
think it's a little... Yeah.
You can just change it.
Like, you can make it any random thing.
Scorponok should make his Scorponize.
You know he just picked the same one as Megatron, though.
Well,
Yeah. He's not too clever.
Well, he's clever with some things, like building robotic bees.
Apparently.
He has like a
Not
split
so clever
personality episode to episode.
I guess
Yeah.
he could be like an idiot savant.
I figure that's got to be it.
It probably helps that all the Predacons have the same activation code, so he never has to go first and can just copy what everyone else is doing.
I just want to be popular.
The Scorponok story.
All right, so yeah, we get a fight. We get some surprise I-beams.
Yeah. Oh, and there's bickering from the other Maximals. Like,
Yeah,
Dinobot's transformation looks really... His animation looks really bad.
yeah, because, like, his tail flies off because that becomes a weapon, but his, like, head pops off and then comes back, too. And then everything just pops out, and it's not weird.
These transformations are super cheatsy.
It's not
His is the cheatsiest.
His is the worst, because Megatron's is actually pretty good.
I have to say that in the second season, when Hasbro asked them to try to at least pretend to be basing things on the toys, it was definitely welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that he just comes out swinging with the spinny thing and his skinny sword.
His rotate blade.
Yeah, the rotate blade. Oh, yeah, and right before the fight actually starts, Optimus turns around to shush up all the other Maximals, and he's in a boob butt pose.
I mean, that makes sense for robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's doing what he's
it makes
a monkey.
more sense.
He's a monkey at that time.
I suppose that he's just a
like-
robot wearing a monkey.
I guess.
Yeah, he's a robot in a monkey-shaped robot.
5 Nights at Optimus's.
Oh.
All right, so anyway, we get some. You can tell it's a good fight because you get some character development in it. Primal takes a bit of a slip, but Dinobot catches him because just kicking him off the bridge like that would be dishonorable.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but
The honorable thing is to smack each other's swords like you're in an Errol Flynn movie.
But it takes.
Yeah. The actual fighting animation was not great, but the fight was well written.
Yeah.
The high points, like Dinobot jumping super high and doing multiple somersaults, and then Optimus Prime taking Dinobot out with one punch like he's Batman taking down Guy Gardner are both great, and then the
Yeah.
character
And the way
moment
that
is
punch staggers him is really neat.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like, wow, that was a really big punch. Full-scale monkey hit. Yeah, it's a pretty good
Alright.
fight. It's just...
Anyway, this fight never actually comes to a conclusion because the Predacons, instead of going home, I guess just followed them and start shooting at them.
Well, yeah, because the
Oh, yeah.
base is like half a minute walk away. Or something. So close. Scale.
There's one thing I also wanted to point out about the Dinobot transformation stuff. I love that his hands in robot mode are toy accurate as being just these bizarre dinosaur claws that can grip around stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
They got that much right.
Mm. So they decide that they don't want to wait to find out who's going to win, and Tarantulas doesn't care because he's going to eat whoever loses, which is upsetting.
He's so creepy.
They don't want to wait to see who wins, but they are willing to wait 30 seconds while everybody does their roll call transformation.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, really
and apparently,
loudly.
quietly enough, even though they're clearly screaming these their names, that nobody hears them.
Yeah, it's,
Yep.
no. they're-
Pretty exciting battle going on. I mean, come on.
Well, Rat Trap purposes. All the screaming.
So Primal does manage to get Dinobot out of the way of the missiles.
Which were
And-
flying way over the top of the bridge and not at risk of hitting them to begin with.
Yeah, the first barrage. Bad.
Those were, like warning shots.
Yeah. Not
Anyway,
just an inability to aim.
And clearly they overcorrected because the second set of shots just hits the bridge,
Yeah, which
which
honestly they should have done to begin with.
probably.
And then the
They-
bridge naturally disintegrates into tidy polygons.
Yep.
Yep. And
Rat
Rat Trap
Trap
runs
only-
along in slow motion.
Yes.
Uh-huh. And Primal just catches him, but grateful because, again, Rat Trap, huge jerk.
Yes.
Of course you saved my life. You're the boss. That's what you're supposed to do.
He is. He's such a jerk.
But hey, those missiles just keep going, and they hit a mountain, which explodes, and it's full of energon.
This point really kind of felt like they were like, we need a little more plot here. So,
Yeah.
let's
And
have
also, we
this
need to set up a
happen.
big set piece for our finale.
Yes. Again, like I said, this episode really good with the characterization, not great with the plot.
No.
But that's
So
fine
they-
because that's really what the big thing with Beast Wars was.
So anyway, now everybody's heading out for this big crystal, and they have guys who could fly ahead, but apparently for the Predacons, only Tarantulas is skilled enough to cut it up.
For reasons.
I mean, he is clearly the smartest guy amongst the Predacons.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, their flyers are idiots.
Right.
And also, about 30 seconds in robot mode, there is enough to make you start energon overloading. So
yes. I guess
As we're-
Tarantulas, I mean, he's got all those legs in beast mode. He could probably cut it up. He
Yeah.
brought tools, question mark.
Pterosaur would be kind of useless in beast mode anyway.
Yep.
For
Megatron's only got those tiny little arms.
yes.
Ah, but he's so great with those arms.
So they're heading, and the Maximals decide to take Dinobot along.
Yeah, he's changed his activation code. He's one of us now, and
Much to Rat Trap's chagrin, because
And-
he's Rat
yeah,
Trap.
Yeah, he is not thrilled.
he's
Because,
based-
again, he's kind of racist. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Predacon isn't exactly a race, I guess, if you can just switch.
Yeah, I don't know.
That really does raise some weird questions.
It raises even more questions.
well, they're robots. They can change
Yep.
forms, so it doesn't make any sense. Rat Trap's just a
Yeah.
jerk, and
Rat Trap's complaints, he's complaining he doesn't trust him, but Dinobot's already immediately earning his keep, offering intel on the Predacons. He's the one saying, oh, they won't send the flyers ahead because Tarantulas is the only one who could disassemble it into something they'd be able to take away anyway.
And in keeping with them sort of establishing catchphrases and such, Rat Trap does call Dinobot Chopper Face, which continues to be his nickname for him until he
Indefinitely.
dies. Yeah.
Spoilers.
Spoilers!
Sorry. Maybe Rat Trap dies.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I meant.
Maybe everyone dies.
Yeah.
Maybe they all cease to exist.
I mean, everybody dies eventually.
Not robots.
They could, maybe.
Alright, so maybe they're off. They do a little sightseeing, and
Wait, but before that, my favorite part of the episode happens. It's a weird favorite. Well, first, Rat Trap says, we're all gonna die again. And then it cuts to Megatron and the Predacons walking towards the mountain. And just the shot of Megatron walking, his walk cycle set to the music. That's my favorite part of the entire episode.
It's pretty great.
It is, and I was impressed by the way they handled the musculature on the dino legs in the animation.
Yeah, in the first episode it seemed a little wonky. This episode, when they got that walk cycle down, they figured it out.
Yeah.
It's great.
I mean, his dinosaur walk is really one of the great things of the first season. That and his tiny dinosaur hands.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because he keeps his head stable, and the rest of his body wiggles around that.
Yes.
Angrily stomping towards his target.
So
It
great.
looks like a real T-Rex, despite me having no idea what a real T-Rex looks like.
Yeah.
Yes. It's believable.
Alright, so they do a little sightseeing en route to this giant energon crystal, and they see, the place where the demons dwell and where the banshees live, and they do live well. It's Stonehenge, or a reasonable facsimile thereof.
Yeah, just standing there in the middle of the field.
I do like that this is clearly Earth, and yet... Oh, but it can't be Earth because there's this one detail that's off, and no one really... I mean, I guess they do kind of take time to think, well...
It's a pretty big deal.
It's a moon, and there's a random Stonehenge in Africa.
And of course, that Stonehenge is, not only are they clearly not in England, but also, as we'll later find out, this is way before the Homo sapiens is around.
Yep.
Yes.
And we've now talked about this longer than they talk about it in the show. Because they
and
only
the show
drop...
says, oh, hey, look at that.
Yeah, again, that's sort of
let's keep going.
a setting defining moment that's only just really there to define the setting.
I was like, wait.
It's like, they mentioned this weird alien stuff in the story Bible. Better keep some of it in the pilot.
Yes.
Yep. All right, so before they can get into a long discussion like we did, they have to deal with Pterosaur and Waspinator. So we get a little action here. Once again, somebody is almost destroyed by a falling rock when Dinobot I-beams a little too aggressively and almost squishes Rhinox.
Yeah.
Yay, falling rocks.
And
They
of course,
love falling rocks.
and Rat Trap immediately assumes Dinobot's trying to kill them all and goes crazy on him.
He does impressively manage to knock over Dinobot.
Yeah. Which is especially extra impressive after you see the shot of Dinobot getting up, and he's twice as tall as Rat Trap.
Yeah.
That was not a good fight to pick.
Yeah, Rat Trap is crotch high.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird seeing Rhinox as shorter than Dinobot.
Yeah.
Rhinox is wider, I guess.
Yeah, I don't remember Dinobot being quite this tall.
Yeah, I don't think Rat Trap is usually eye level with his rigid grill structure.
Well, Rat Trap is small, yeah, but like Dinobot is massive compared to everybody else. He's bigger than Prime. I didn't remember that, or Primal.
Yeah.
Also, it's nice. This is the first time Scott McNeil gets to bicker with himself.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Which will
Earn
become
that
a
paycheck,
staple of
Scott.
The series.
It's just gonna happen a lot more.
Yes.
I think, is he the only guy on Beast Wars who does multiple characters aside from, like, incidentals?
Multiple characters at once, I think. Is anybody else?
He
Not
really
counting,
is.
like, Tigatron and Tigerhawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I don't think anybody else does different characters at the same time in the series. It's like, well, who does Inferno? Is that anybody
Inferno
else?
is Jim Burns, and he just does Inferno.
Oh, okay.
He later
Yeah.
did Thrust on Beast Machines, but they were obviously never in a scene together.
No.
I mean, yeah, I really think that's it, because just thinking of the rest of the cast, I'm pretty sure everyone else was just one character.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
Scott's 4, eventually.
Yes.
Yeah.
He just carries the show.
Yeah.
And I think we haven't really gone into it, but the voice acting is uniformly great on the show.
Yeah.
It's just everyone in it is just wonderful.
Some of the animal noises are a little bit too much, but yeah, Scott McNeil does Rat Trap, Dinobot, Waspinator, and another character later.
And later, yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't until years later that I found out he was 3 different characters at once. It's like, how? What?
They don't sound anything alike.
Not really.
And he would just do them in the studio. I mean, he talked about that at BotCon. He would just do all of them, and the other actors would just be sitting there waiting for him to finish. And he would just go between them. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, because Dinobot's a big growling Klingon. Rat Trap's a little Brooklyn rat. Waspinator, okay, maybe, because he's just an extremely silly bug voice.
It's a crazy bee monster.
They're all still different.
Yes. Bzz, bzz, bzz. Beesnator.
No. Anyway, they finally get to this Energon. Obviously, because it's Energon, they all have to stay in beast mode, and so it's time for everybody to fight again. But this time, it's actually really cool.
And this one also
is great.
I like that you do get some of those slapstick sound effects in here, too. 'Cause you get a couple punches that are like, they have a sound effect added to them.
Yeah, and they start off in sort of like, what I think of as like the X-Men cartoon opening where the bad guys are all on one side, the good guys are on one side, and they just collide in the middle.
You kind of have to expect church bells.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's just destroy all monsters, monkeys, and dinosaurs fighting.
I also love how when they crash into each other, some of them just go flying.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the opposite direction. And yet we get an awesome animal fight.
Oh, yeah, it's wonderful. Rat Trap jumping on top of Tarantulas and trying to rip his mandibles apart.
We get Pterosaur playing bullfighter with Rhinox.
Then, of course, Megatron and Primal going at it. And
it's the best.
Yeah.
Primal just punching him. Because Primal has hands.
Yes. And then Megatron getting a really nasty look on Primal's leg.
Yeah, he rips a chunk out of him, so there's a chunk of his leg out in the 3D model. Underneath is just blackness, and then they put in a layer of moving Energon texture.
There's some subtle, like, robot bits under there.
Yeah, it just looks so horrible, because it's this gaping electrical hole.
And in the animation, he's clearly limping after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that hurt him.
And, doing the whole, I hate to mention Family Guy here, but the Peter Griffin holding the leg, and it really looks like it hurts.
Yeah.
How much of that fight sequence was cribbed from King Kong?
Half of it. Because it even has the classics, like Kong about to pull apart the T-Rex's mouth. Only it doesn't actually happen here.
Yeah, there's that.
Like in that, he's trying to do that, the T-Rex is still sassing him.
Yeah.
I love the toss by the tail. I love the trying to pull the teeth apart to make sure he doesn't get bit. It's all just gorgeous.
And then at one point, he has his head embedded in a rock, and I assume they just had David Kaye put a box over his head?
Probably.
That sounds plausible. And
anyway, things apparently aren't going well for the Predacons, so Megatron just decides, well, fuck this.
That sequence does not make sense to me. He takes a bite out of Optimus's leg, and then Optimus yells, "It's over."
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah.
And Megatron is kind of like, okay, yeah, you did win, even though I just dealt a really nasty blow to you, and I'm still good to go. And then he transforms.
It gets a little weird there, because they kind of just, wrap up the episode, we're done! We have to end the fight.
Can't have the bad guy win.
No, even though he was winning.
We're verging on 22 minutes here, and we are not cutting into those Beast Wars commercials.
Yes.
No.
Though at that time, they still didn't let you show commercials for the toys during the show.
That's true.
The sweet G.I. Joe commercials.
Yes, time for those sweet G.I. Joe Extreme commercials.
Listen, these G.I. Joe Extreme figures are not going to sell themselves. Like,
they
literally.
And nobody else is going to sell them either.
Yeah, it turns out that nothing's going to sell G.I. Joe, period, for like 2 decades.
Yeah. Yeah.
G.I. Joe.
Alas.
Poor G.I. Joe. And, So anyway, he transforms, decides that he's just going to shoot this Energon and kill everybody.
Well, no, I think he's trying to shoot Primal, and then Dinobot shows up, and you think, oh, he's going to take the missile shot for Prime. It's like, no, he just whacks it with his tail. But
Yes.
it's in such a way that he, like, whacks it down, thinking it's going to aim more at Primal, but it just sort of wibbles and crashes into the Energon crystals, and everything starts to explode.
Yes. And I really like the lighting in this scene.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
the
it's
Energon,
gorgeous.
it's very nice.
The flickering purple lighting on everything, it's wonderful. It's something that's way too complicated for anybody to ever do in any kind of 2D animated thing unless they're crazy. And it's, since you're not doing the shadowing, it's super cheap to do on this, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, because it's just wrapping an extra texture on everything that moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course now it's sunrise, so we're still in Michael Bay territory.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, did the sun set, or has it just been golden hour the entire episode?
No, because it's night when they get attacked by the Predacons.
Oh, okay.
Well, see, we don't know this is Earth, so it may have a much shorter day-night cycle.
Yeah, or two suns like Tatooine.
Yeah, well, it's got
Yeah.
the moons that might spin up the Earth, possibly.
Or maybe they really are just that close to the Arctic.
So Megatron just goes, okay, I accept I've lost, even though it doesn't really have any explanation why. Transforms and then fires a missile at the Energon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he won't
Dinobot knocks
accept
it out of the
defeat.
way. It
Cool.
starts to explode, sorta. It's like there's a countdown on this.
Yeah, it starts like
Maybe.
vibrating and shimmering faster and more intensely, and everybody just gets these zoom-ins on themselves with these panicked looks on their faces, and Optimus gets that wonderful cinematic effect where the camera is zooming in and panning out, or panning in and zooming out at the same time.
It's crash zoom, I think it is.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I forget
And
the
I'll
term
also
for
note
it.
here that Gary Chalk does the best anguished yells on the show.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. He is perfect at that.
Ah, I miss him as a voice actor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm still
miss
disappointed he didn't
most
get to do it in that Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if ever there's a time to panic, to yell in a panicked fashion, it's when Godzilla's attacking.
Pretty much.
would have been nice.
So anyway, everybody managed to get out, even Megatron, who we kind of see shutting down. I
Yeah.
guess he just had a little cat nap and then woke up and got out before he exploded.
Jumped down. I was like,
He kind of like Team Rocket blasts off is the impression I got from it. He's like in the epicenter, but just gets blown clear.
Yes.
Yeah. Conveniently.
oh, we got picked up for a full series. We can't kill Megatron. Add
Yeah.
extra scene? Sure.
Yep. And then moments later, as the Energon is about to explode, the Maximals magically pop up in like 2 miles away from the mountain.
Yeah.
Booked it.
Far enough away to
Yeah.
see the explosion as a background.
And they just have to dodge some falling rocks.
Yeah.
And I vaguely remembered that they also had to dodge chunks of Megatron, but I think I'm conflating this with Power Surge.
Presumably.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah, I
notice
didn't see any chunks of Megatron while I had it on in the background while we were talking.
And so that all that leaves is that for now, Primal just says that for now, let the battle be here on this strange primitive world, and let it be called Beast Wars.
And
Swing
everyone
guitars,
cringes.
camera zooms out.
Yeah, I tried making my roommate watch Beast Wars, and I almost lost him at that point. I kept him for a few more episodes, but almost lost him at that point where Primal announces Beast Wars.
But that's great.
Ah,
It's the name drop and it cuts to squealing guitar. It's like,
It's super cheesy.
yes, it's cheesy, which is what makes it fun.
the squealing guitars
Just easy enough.
pull it back from being just ruiningly awful to cheesy awful.
Yeah, it's not just dropping the line. It's like, oh, there's the title. There's the line, and whee! High screaming guitars.
We're going for it.
It's like, yeah, we know, we got it.
He needed to put on some sunglasses to cover that line.
Yeah, if him and Dinobot had just put on sunglasses, that would have been fantastic, but that would have been too far.
Was that even a meme then?
No.
I don't think.
Although it does happen in a later episode.
Oh yeah, he does have sunglasses in a later episode.
Yeah. I will point out that unlike the first multi-part episode, unlike the pilot of Generation 1, now the pilot of Generation 1 had this, like, false ending where it's like, oh yeah, they've got everything they're gonna need and they're gonna go home now. And it's over 3 episodes later, folks.
Our rocket's fixed, we're gone, bye.
And then they, I guess, get cleared for a whole season. You know, it's kind of like the Transformers, the G1 4-issue limited series.
Yeah.
And then you get issue 5, and then you get issue 80. It's it had that, and this at least, they seem to have at least written this knowing they had a full season after it.
Yeah, but like the G1 comic did something completely different though, in that it killed everyone in issue 4.
Well, yeah,
I
and
think that was only added in once they knew that they had the order for like multiple issues.
Maybe, but that's a great place to end. It's like, nope, everybody's dead.
No,
That
they
reminds
will.
me, how has IDW handled Spider-Man being in issue 3 in the reprints?
If he's in there, I think they got permission from Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've got a pretty good relationship with Marvel because I think they did like a nice Thor Walt Simonson collection too. And
The artist's edition where they reproduce the original art. Yeah, they've done that for that. They did that for some John Romita Spider-Man issues.
so I don't think there's a lot of hard feelings between IDW and Marvel these days.
No, it's not. And remember, they did cross over. Yeah, they crossed over. For New Avengers Transformers, which was terrible.
Yeah, that was so
Yeah,
bad.
it was disappointing.
Oh my goodness, that was bad. That was
It
disappointing.
had Silver Sable in it, though, so excited.
Oh,
And the
okay.
Wild Pack?
Sadly, no, just her.
Alas, no Wild Pack.
There was no Wild Pack.
So yes, it was, at least this ends on the note that this is the beginning and not some weird false ending that they're going to then have to just completely disregard.
Yeah, which things like that will happen later.
The plotting definitely picks up, and yeah, you get to the point where, as the writers said, they would end a season on Kill 'Em All and let Hasbro sort them out. Which we will get to.
Yep.
In about 26 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
24.
Yeah,
24 now.
First season's the long one, or longer.
Yeah, and it's going to be very episodic.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
There are bits and pieces of overarching plot, but for the most part, each episode is a self-contained adventure.
Season
usually
1 is
with like
very
a couple
episodic,
characters
and then
featured.
Yeah.
We'll get more serialized in season 2 and then very serialized in season 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
So overall, I think I prefer this to the first part of the pilot.
Yeah.
All the stuff happens in this part.
Yeah.
Pretty much
Better
all the...
fights. This episode is mostly fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 fights.
See, but I'm the person who just sort of zones out whenever characters start fighting. So
Yeah.
I gotta say I liked the first one a little better because, like, especially in like Transformers Prime, you'd have a bit where suddenly characters are fighting, and my mind would just go blank and be like, wake me up when they start talking again.
So you're telling me that I should not get you that copy of the Raid Redemption for our Stasis Pod Secret Santa this year?
No, that's quite all right.
I kind of agree with you. The fight in episode 1 and the middle fight in this episode kind of seem just kind of like we need a fight to happen in this segment between commercial breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I almost feel like there's just slightly too much in both episodes that you couldn't quite edit it down into one episode, but not enough happening that you can't have it without the padding for it to go across 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Primal and Dinobot fight, that's all characterization there.
Yeah, that's
wrapped around
super
it.
important. Yeah.
The final fight, there's some characterization there. Mostly
There's
just-
some characterization, and it's a nice set piece.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a very nice set piece.
Yes. So yeah, I'm excited to continue watching this.
That's right.
Oh,
So
yeah.
join us next time on Beast Wars for the web.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Time for more creepy tarantulas.
Yay, creepy
Not to be confused
tarantulas.
with The Net, which was a Sandra Bullock movie.
No.
Yes. Very different from that.
Bad. Oh, we gotta set up a thing. It's like when we have a Twitter and a Tumblr and a thingy and a website that people will find this on, presumably, so you know where that is.
Yes.
We're Stasis Pod on various forms of social media.
Yeah.
Yes. That's us.
And then also, hey, let's give Richard Newman's Indiegogo a plug.
Yes.
Yes.
Richard Newman, the voice of Rhinox, great voice actor. He's having a little trouble right now, so, if everybody who's enjoyed his work can chip in a buck or two, that'd be a big help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if you'd enjoyed M. Bison going, yes, yes, or Rhinox firing the chain gun so doom at people, throw him a few bucks.
Yeah.
If you throw him enough bucks, he'll give you a personalized voicemail or something.
Ooh. And we will go ahead and link to his Indiegogo along with the podcast.
Yes. All right, so from the Stasis Pod, I'm Rob, wishing everybody a good night.
I'm David. Later, guys.
I'm Jen. Good night.
I'm Alex, and I guess I'll turn the lights out on my way out.
I guess it's really in Chain of Command that we start to get the limb-ripping Michael Bay violence of this show.
The universe hates Wasp in turn.
I kind of like that this establishes that.
Yes.
I like that it establishes, kind of like More Than Meets the Eye does, that, okay, these robots can suffer horribly and just be fine in the next episode because they're robots and they can be repaired like that.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember. In a couple episodes, we get the concept of the CR chamber / CR tank established.
We kind of get it in this one with Optimus coming out of it in the first episode, but
that's true. Although I don't think they don't mention that it repairs them as well.
No, they keep talking about internal repairs while they're in beast.
Yeah, which comes up a little, but not much.
Yeah, especially that leg wound. It's like, that was fine when we were out of the mountain.
Oh yeah, that healed fast.
Yeah. Because, fuck it, we don't want to do that model again.
Or it took like 3 hours for that mountain to explode, which is how they got so far away.
That makes more sense.